Today, Zion is the yard site of the Lev Simcha of the father of this present Ger Rebbe. He became a Rebbe at the age of 81 years old. People looked at an 81-year-old person becoming a Rebbe, and the Rebbe went and said a whole sicha about the connection of Ger and Kotsk and Lubavitch. And he wished him with a long life, and he lived another 14 years. Now in Ger, one of the biggest concepts in Ger is the separation of men and women and girls. And it came Tavshin Mem, 1980, Lag BaOmer, and the Ger Rebbe said, the Lev Simcha as he's called, said that everyone should go to the Lag BaOmer parades. Now in America, I was working with Gary Talmud Torah, and they said, we're not sure if we can send the Ger children because, even though the Ger Rebbe said, but in America there are girls by the parade. So they had to ask the Ger Rebbe. So they asked the Ger Rebbe, and his brother, the Beis Yisrael, was very, very vicious against any place that there was men and women, or boys and girls. So they asked the Ger Rebbe, the Lev Simcha, and the Lev Simcha said, what is the question? I said you should go to the parade. So they said, the question is, because, you know, in Eretz Yisrael, you said it, there's only boys. The parade is just for men, for boys. However, in America, it's boys and girls. So the Ger Rebbe said, does the Lubavitch Rebbe know about this? I said, sure he knows about it. He said, does he see it? He said, sure he sees it. So he said, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Bracha v'atzlacha. He used to always say just short lines. Because he saw that even though Ger has its thing, but here's something, a leader of the Jewish people. So he explained, bracha v'atzlacha, that even though it's not the way of Ger itself, but something which goes and gives ga'ava Yehudit, gives us great feeling of being a Jew, and will through this being makar of help, bring other people closer to Judaism when they see tens of thousands of children parading, and his own students, when they go by and they see the Rebbe and looking at them and saluting to them and waving to them, so who knows what an impact it will make on them? Therefore he said, you should go for it, bracha v'atzlacha. This is how, even though he was a tzaddik in his own way, how he understood how the Rebbe is the manik of the generation, and therefore he went and gave up his idea of Ger for the sake of the world and the sake of Judaism in honor of the Rebbe.